Hello, everyone. We're in the second episode of Marketing con Sabor. It's a podcast where we discuss this different digital marketing trends as it pertains to the Hispanic market in the U.S. Um, my name is Sebastian. I'm the president of Hispanic Market Advisors, and I'm here with Guillermo Wolf. Hi, Guillermo. ¿Cómo
Hi,
estás?
Sebastian. How are you? ¿Cómo estás? I'm Guillermo Wolf. I work from Dead.com. I'm the marketing director over there. And, as Sebastian says, this experiment is just to talk about marketing trends, AI. And today we're going to talk about SaaS. What is that,
Yes.
Sebastian? What is SaaS?
Yes, SaaS, no? It's
SaaS.
software
Sounds
as a
like a
service.
SaaS.
Yeah, it's
Like
it's
you were running and suddenly you sass, you
you
fell
said
down and sass. No,
exactly
what is that? What is SaaS? SaaS is software as a what?
as a service, as a service.
Software as a service. The people start using this as a um, because of the time, in the past, remember the mainframe, the time, computer time was but very valuable. The people have to pay to use a computer. So back on those days, and then they create this architecture, which is a client server architecture, which is the base of the internet. And then in the late 90s, they start with this new stuff, which is application service providers. One of the typical cases of back on those days was Salesforce. You know what Salesforce is, right,
Yeah,
Sebastian?
yeah. And the CRM, it's a content relationship management system.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I think they were one of the pioneers on this area. And they introduced later on back in the 2000s the SaaS terminology.
Yeah.
And the difference between the SaaS terminology and the ASP terminology is very simple. On the ASP, the owner of the software is you. You buy it. Sebastian, there's some HMA, buy it, and then you run it on your organization. But the difference between this one and the other one is the other one, you don't own the software. You use the license of the software, and you pay a subscription.
And the audience may wonder if you listen to our first podcast, which started very organically. We just were talking about it and we record ourselves. And the first one was the intersection of AI, SEO, search engine optimization, and Hispanic marketing. So we share that, we publish on YouTube. A lot of people were asking that they wanted to learn a little bit more about AI and software as a service, like subscription model. So we kind of talked with Guillermo and he said, let's have another one. And here we are, we discussing, software as a service and how it relates also to marketing. What we want to discuss are the benefits for users that are subscribed to this model, SaaS, and also the benefits for the companies that offer the software as a service, right? And then at the end, we're probably going to talk a little bit about the future of software as a service, the upcoming trends, where is this going, right? What would be your take, Guillermo, on the benefits of the users, the software as a service? I think you mentioned that you don't have to run your own server, so that would be one. What would be another one in your view?
Yeah, another benefit for the final users using this type of model is that you're gonna have the latest version of the software always. Let's see, for example, another example of software as a service, like QuickBooks. This famous accounting software. You run that application. They have many. Ones that you can install it on your computer. That's different. But they have a version
The
that
online,
you run
the
it is
QBO,
a
right?
exactly. You run online. You're gonna have the latest version as a
So
user.
that means
Okay.
that you have to have a team dedicated to update the software, which we know that is very expensive, right? So,
Correct.
so you just pay the subscription, whether it's a monthly fee or a yearly fee. And we're gonna talk about also the evolution of the pricing models because I was doing some
Yes.
research earlier. As you know, we're gonna talk about this, and I learned some interesting. Aspects that I'm willing to love to share with you and the audience. But those are the benefits of the users, right? What are the benefits of the companies? What
The
do you think they
company
are?
is a revenue. You have you have when you have a subscription model, you establish a base of users that you know for sure they will pay you on the monthly basis.
So
In
it's
the
more
past,
predictable, right? You can
more
plan
predictable.
better. Okay,
Exactly. In the
okay,
past, remember, like probably 15 years ago or something, you when you buy, for example, Microsoft Office, and then you buy it, and you probably buy it one time, and probably you don't update that in years. So
exactly,
the developers can predict, what is how they can generate more revenue, but but the software as a service, the beauty for the developers or for the company who are in that business is that they can predict very easily what is the base of the customers they
exactly.
have, so
And also,
they can regenerate, a continuous revenue,
and
which is
also, what I think it happens also is that let's say if you're an agency like Hispanic Market Advisors, where I work, we that this agency started 12, 15 years ago, and we do like 360 holistic, very concierge boutique type of marketing. So it's very personalized. We do a little bit of everything: email marketing, SEO, website translation. Now, what happens is you have a lot of different clients, different industries, so the learning curve, right? You have to. It takes time, right? Now, when you do a software as a service, which we studied that in Hispanic Labs, what happens is now you have one software that with a lot of users, that all the users pay a certain amount. You focus on maintaining that software instead of multiple accounts and industry. You just focus on one, right?
and the benefit is, all these, is possible thank you of the high speed internet services that we have right now,
Exactly,
because
exactly.
back 20 years ago, this wasn't possible, nowadays, because of the the fast internet connection, and also about all the cloud technology. They it's possible that you can have all this interconnectivity between different applications and also all these services, because the information is very is instantaneous. You can access the information, and the connectivity between these API is something that is amazing. All the stuff that you can do right now, you can integrate different type of softwares and an application, as they call right now, and have solutions basically for everything,
Yeah,
and
I'm familiar with Zapier, yes,
mhm.
because so we're saying, in Hispanic Labs, we're developing, which I will announce soon, but it's called ODJE. It's an application. It's going to be a software as a service model, but it's going to be ODJE Law for lawyers, surgical for surgeons, derma for dermatologists, and ODJE Dental for dentists. And what it's going to do is a subscription model. It's going to integrate all the different leads into a mobile app, so that our clients can see the leads from Facebook, from the website, from calls, uh, everything in one place. Because sometimes what happens is, as an agency, we see that how much the clients struggle sometimes because they have so many different places where leads come in. And sometimes they go to junk folder or they go to different people. So having one place where they can pay a subscription and having all the leads there and they're all connected. They're gonna be connected with Zapier in some cases, like with Facebook. So behind the scenes, right? The last point I wanted to talk is the future of the subscription as a service model. And as I was saying before, I was reading about this, and it says that did you know that 89% of the companies today are already using some cloud service? 2026, it says that it's going to grow to a market size value of $356 billion.
Yeah, we're seeing this more and more because everybody is on the phone right now, on the mobile phone, and the way you have to build your application, you have to think in the mobile users, that have a good mobile user experience. So all the apps that I use, I'm subscribed to many apps, and you can say like Netflix is like a SaaS,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
a software
yeah.
as a service, is.
And
And then
in your website, you have an article, right? That you show that as a
yes.
case study.
So
Okay.
we were talking about, because it's different, not exactly where you're talking, but it's more about the AI, how AI is taking a really a role in this industry, by incorporating, a lot of technology and machine learning to improve the customer experience in in these type of platforms.
So
Like,
you're
for
talking about the
example,
intersection of AI and software as a service?
yes, yes, it's definitely is an intersection. It's very interesting what is happening. For example, in software as a service, and Netflix, which is offer, as you know, is a streaming. They using machine learnings and to predict what are you
Gonna be
what are you
watching?
want to watch. They also predict, the type of advertising that is going to show you.
No,
They're
yes.
predicting that.
Now, let me ask you, Guillermo, because you work in marketing, so
Mhm,
obviously you're not afraid of this because you see this every day in your work, right?
mhm.
But a lot of people, when I talk sometimes in gatherings, people that work in marketing or technology, sometimes they are a little bit afraid, like because they say, oh, I was googling something, all of a sudden I started getting ads about that, so they know everything that they're listening to me, or so people start questioning those things. And like I said, if you're marketing, you know about remarketing, you know about the all the voice marketing Siri, that they're listening, and sometimes they make suggestions to make your experience better. But not everybody sees it like that, right? A lot of people freak out, to for
Yeah, and
lack of
it's
a
it's
better
a little
word. So
intrusive. A lot of
yeah,
people
it's
think that
intrusive.
is very intrusive, and if you want to be private nowadays, it's better just to buy a house in the mountains
Yeah,
and leave your phone and
and
don't
no
connect to
social
no
media
social
profiles.
media,
Yes,
and watch TV with a regular TV, and use a regular antenna, no cable, no internet.
exactly,
That's the only way that you can be private, because
exactly.
nowadays, is everywhere. Everybody's listening to you. Everybody's is what is seeing what you how do you behave online. So just on of course, there are. I don't know if you see nowadays they have all these cookies and disclaimers and saying, well,
Exactly, exactly.
but if you don't accept the cookies, just basically, you limit a lot what the website is capable to do. The takeaways from these episode is something like first, this industry is growing very fast. And I'm reading right now that it's growing an 18% annually. And in 2022, according with the Statista, the market size is 186 billions. And you mentioned that by 2026 will be like
356. Yeah. Mhm.
exactly. It's going to be
Twice.
even more. It's a growing industry, and is there, and also is taking advantage of the AI, using machine learning to serve you better and more.
So I hope you, the audience, enjoy this conversation. We're gonna be very soon with our third one. Thank you so much, Guillermo.